Our last type of problem is going to be kind of the reverse of what we were doing in example 2. Now we are going to write an equation of a polynomial function in standard form if we know we have zeros at x equals 3, x equals -1, and x equals 4. So in example 2, we started off with an equation and found our zeros. Now we have our zeros and we are trying to get our equation. So if I know I have a 0 at 3, that means x minus 3 has to be a factor in our equation. If I have a 0 at -1, that means x plus 1 has to be a factor. So I'm really trying to figure out what would I plug this number into to get 0. -1 plus 1 is 0. 3 minus 3 is 0. This guy is going to have to be x minus 4 because 4 minus 4 is 0. So I take my 3 zeros, write the factors that go along, and this is an equation of a polynomial. However, this is not actually in standard form. Standard form, we have to see all of those individual terms. So to get to standard form, I have a lot of multiplying that I'm going to have to do here. So let's start off with x minus 3 times x plus 1. And we multiply this just like we would normally multiply two binomials using FOIL. X times x, I get x squared. X times 1. Minus 3x minus 3. So that ends up being x squared minus 2x minus 3. Now I have to take all of this times the x minus 4 that's left. And this gets a little bit more complicated, but the big thing to remember is that FOIL really is just a nice short way for us to remember that every term in this binomial gets multiplied by every term in this binomial. So same idea here, every term in this first set of parentheses needs to get multiplied by every term in the second set. So I take my x squared times x, that gives me x to the third. X squared times -4. -2x times x. -2x times -4. And then -3 times x. And -3 times -4 is plus 12. Simplify what we can. I have a -4x squared. Oops. Right here, this should be -2x squared. Okay. I have a -4x squared, and I have a -2x squared, so this is -6x squared total. -8x minus 3x is plus 5x plus 12, and x to the third here. So x to the third minus 6x squared plus 5x plus 12. We have to add that y equals in though, because this is representing a polynomial function. But that gets us our equation of our function in standard form. Everything is listed out.